Almighty, it's night and day. What makes night and day? It's really the sun and the moon. لا تسجدوا للشمس ولا للقمر. Don't do sujood. Don't worship the sun, not the moon. واسجدوا لله الذي خلقهن. In other words, it's actually here laying out a whole idea about the divine. All right, is that these things are creatures and the Lord Almighty is a creator. So the Lord Almighty is a creator, and it's taken you here to tell you that the creator is not a creature, and therefore when you think about the creator, don't use the same type of physics and logic that you use in looking at the creatures and the creation around you. So what does that mean? Somebody might ask the question, so who created Allah? Well, the answer is Allah Almighty is not a creature. Allah is a creator. So a creator is not a creature. So somebody might say, well, everything has a creator, or everything has a creator. So who created Allah? We'll say, well, wait a minute. You used that pattern in physics and you said everything has to have a creator, therefore everything has to have that pattern. Well, you used that one and you applied it on Allah Almighty, but the laws of physics that put the different things in the world around you, the different dimensions, the different laws that, hey, everything that exists has to have somebody that put it there. You're using that as the law to apply it on Allah Almighty. Well, you can't do that because the Lord Almighty created those laws. So you can't use those laws and apply them on Allah Almighty. So وَاسْجُدُوا لِلَّهِ الَّذِي خَلَقَهُنْ, and worship or do prostration, that is sujood, for the Lord, for Allah Almighty, the one that created them, if you were to worship Him. فَإِنِ اسْتَكْبَرُوا, yet if they fall into some kind of a pride, فَالَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ, those that are next to your Lord Almighty, يُسَبِّحُونَ لَهُ بِاللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ, those that are next to their Lord Almighty are doing that dhikr. And to look at the word yusabbihun, because the word yusabbihun actually comes from the root sabaha, and the root sabaha actually means to glide or to swim. You look at that. So yusabbihuna lahu bil-layli wan-nahar. So they're actually gliding in dhikr. Look at that one. They're gliding in remembrance for their Lord Almighty throughout the night and throughout the day. وَهُمْ لَا يَسْأَمُونَ, and they don't feel any boredom in doing that remembrance and that connection for their Lord Almighty. So the scholars actually had differences of opinions on whether فَالَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ, whether this was pertaining to the angels, or whether this was referring to those that are near their Lord Almighty, and that those would be the people that would be doing that tasbih. So in other words, based on the second interpretation, فَالَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ, so it would actually mean that those that are near their Lord Almighty, they would be gliding in glorifying their Lord Almighty throughout the night and throughout the day, and they don't feel boredom. In the second interpretation, that if they are arrogant and they don't want to worship their Lord Almighty, there are malaika that are near the Lord Almighty that are glorifying their Lord Almighty throughout the night and throughout the day. But it's really interesting, how it was actually here after mentioning the signs of the Lord Almighty and telling him ayatihi laylu wan-nahar, after mentioning the signs, the different patterns that make the night the day, and that make the sun and the moon, and that make, in other words, that not only their creation, but even the one that controls their function. The one that controls their function. that in the end, they are also, and some scholars said, فَالَّذِينَ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ, that the different creations. So even Shams and even Al-Qamar are also doing that glory of tasbih. Because remember, وَالنَّجْمُ وَالشَّجَرُ يَسْجُدَانِ وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ. So this is taking you back to the different things in the universe that are actually constantly doing dhikr. In other words, you want to go and follow that pattern where even the stars and the skies and the trees and the moon and the planet and everything else is actually doing a form of rotation, gliding in the dhikr without you realizing. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُمْ. Everything is glorifying and yusabbihu bihamdihi, glorifying, praising the Lord Almighty and gliding in that praise, but you may not be aware of that praise that they're actually in. And this is really beautiful to look at because, do you follow the pattern in where throughout the night and the day you're following the pattern to glorify the Lord Almighty? I had to share that one. So, assalamu alaikum, everyone. And if you are interested in joining, you could actually join in reading those ayat. I'll send in the link in just a bit. All right, so for those that are with us on Zoom, oh, I was about to end you guys. For those that are with us on Zoom, so here we